As Trump has ordered, at least tried to order, the Smithsonian and other museums to take down displays and narratives about how difficult life was, to put it mildly, for slaves in America, it's important to understand, without a doubt, not only wasn't it an entertaining event or a desire to learn a trade that brought black people to America. It was to be a slave. And unlike Benjamin Franklin, who became an indentured servant, if you will, to learn a trade for his brother in, I think originally in Philadelphia, and became famous of his own right. There's a book called, I think it's The Interesting Narrative of Abdullah Equiano, who was his stories about being taken from his village in Africa and eventually sold into slavery. If Trump thinks this was sort of like a fun sailing adventure for him from Africa to the United States, he needs to read this book and try and comprehend what not only this man but generations of people lived through and the scars it left on them. Meanwhile, I think it's one of the best books I've read in a long time, by Emmanuel Ako, who I think was born in Ethiopia and raised in Texas. Maybe his families were from Ethiopia and he was an American citizen. He became a football player, but the book is called An Uncomfortable Conversation with a Black Man. And it teaches you a lot about that experience that I don't think you could have as if you weren't black and subjected to what a lot of people have been and are being subjected to. These are not issues to erase from our history, but these are issues to learn to understand, comprehend, and grow from. I happen to think that one of the great strengths of this country ought to be the diversity of our people, both by color, sex, and persuasion in any way. And the fact of the matter is if people have different views than I have, that doesn't hurt me. It gives me something to learn from. I might still disagree with them, but maybe I'd learn something that I don't know today. But I recommend these things to take a look, these books to take a look at and hopefully learn from.